Well, good morning, everybody. The thermometer on the porch said minus 12. I posted something on the Facebook deal where there's a stop sign. The snow is as deep as up to the bottom of the stop sign. What the hell am I doing here? That's better. Trying to knock stuff over, my throat's out. That might even be a little bit better. Yeah, that's better. Cough up some stuff. Yeah, the thermometer said minus 12. The channel says minus 6. That's in Oklahoma City, and I'm about 60 miles north of that damn place. So I guess we're about minus 12 in this low bottom up here. Snow's as deep as a stop sign to the bottom of a stop sign, where the red part. Snow drifts. Yeah, it reminded me when I was a kid, I had to fill up them cold oil lights. Yeah, I was thinking about that last night. When I was checking my propane, I got the buddy heater in the foyer, trying to heat up something. I'm up here on electric heat, and it did go up a little bit yesterday, but not much. And I was thankful of that. I turned on that buddy heater just to make the front part of the house a little bit warmer. I'm trying to keep it up to about 75, and I'm about 70. A lot of people's water froze up. I ain't got no water in the bathroom sink on the cold side, but the wall's hot. I got there's one of them little portable heaters, not propane, but electric heaters facing the wall where the pipes come in. Got hot water in there though, and the tub works, and the commode works, and everything else works. Yeah, we filled up a lot of kerosene lights. We used to call it coal oil, and then now it's called lamp oil. Ooh, they changed the name a bunch. Old coal oil, a different formula than kerosene. Yep, had to get into kindling and the firewood for the night. Hell, I was 4 years old and carrying in the kindling and filling up the kerosene lights. Yep. I was too damn small to carry in the firewood. Of course, we had a big old fireplace. That damn thing was called an English fireplace, I guess. We had 2 or 3 of them in the house, and a wood cook stove. Potbelly stove on the back porch. All that wood had to be brought in. The main fireplace, the main part of the house, it was like, I don't know, it was like a 4 foot deep, 4 foot wide, and 4 foot box in there. You roll off a log in that sucker. They used to cut cordwood. I guess it was, cordwood is 4 foot long, I think. Yeah. So you could take a big old stump and roll it in there and have coals for the next morning. Yeah. I couldn't pick up a 100-pound log. Hell, I was only 4 years old, so I got into kindling. Filled up the coal oil lights. Yeah. Made sure the lamps were all filled up with oil. Even down at the barn where we had to milk cows. Yep, that's back in the good old days. I didn't see nothing good about them. And I was thinking about, well, hell, all I had to do is make sure my buddy heaters had plenty of propane for them, and I had battery operated lights, so I didn't need to fill up them kerosene lights or lamp oil lights. I've got them too, and candles. I was prepared. down here in the bottom where this lake's at, the wind blowing across and stuff, I don't wonder what the wind chill is. It's probably minus 30. The temperature says minus 12, but I don't know where that thermometer on the porch is all that accurate. The TV's channel in Oklahoma City says minus 6, minus 5, minus 6. And we're quite a bit north of there, so it probably is around minus something. Big boy, I opened the door this morning, he stuck his nose out and says, "Oh, I think I'll go to the poopy pads, the dog pads." So when I come shut the door, he didn't go out. I see him going around the corner here to go to the poopy pads. He said, "I'll just hold it." That's what Mama Girl said. She said, "I'll just hold it." The little guy slept with me last night, had bad dreams because he jerked and whimpered and whined all night. Act like he's running. He's piled up with his mama this morning on the bed. Ori and Big Boy's on the floor. Big Boy's laying on Ori's blanket on the outside. Little Oreo's covered up. He passes his daddy. "Boy, I had to break that fight up they had yesterday. I sprayed him with my hand sanitizer. They didn't like that alcohol, so they split it up. We used to pull them apart, and they bit my hand, try to bite one another, and I quit that. I tell them I'm going to spray, and boy, they run from me, away from one another. Yeah, of course, it didn't hurt them. They just don't like the smell of that alcohol. Old rubbing alcohol, I spray them on the butt. I sanitize them. And Big Boy, he was crazy. He's trying to clean that alcohol off of him. He didn't like it too much. They're tired of being locked up. That's what the problem is. They went stir crazy due to COVID and the cold weather. It is cold out there, though. There's some 3 and 4 and 5 foot snow drifts up here in northern Logan County. Telling you, I cooked beans last night. I sat up pretty late last night and cooked me a pot of beans. Helped keep the house warm, and I'll have something to eat on for 2 or 3 days in case the power goes out. Oh, I got a butane stove, and I got a propane stove. And I thought about putting in a wood stove. I've got one out there, Franklin. Should put it in, but then I'd have to mess with wood. It's easier to mess with propane, just turn the thing on. I had a video up where there wasn't no food on the shelves. There wasn't none of the small canisters of propane. I had to get some. Of course, I had some, 5-gallon container, 10-gallon container, whatever they call them. Damn thing. I call them barbecue grill propane tanks. The ones they put on underneath the barbecue grill. I got 2 of them full in case the power goes out. Plus, I don't know, 6 or 8 a butane and 6 or 8, I guess, or 10 little propane bottles, some little green ones. So I'm set. Got a catalytic heater, and I got a couple of buddy heaters. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something. I went out the other day, and I had a bottle of water on the console in the ambulance, and it wasn't frozen. So I guess that heater in there is keeping everything from freezing. I always make sure that I ain't got nothing in there to hurt if it did freeze. But that's the way I test and see how warm it is. To put the thermometer in there like most people do. I just set a bottle of water. If it freezes, it's cold. bathroom heater has been running since it got cold. The little propane, not propane, but little electric heater. It's been, I don't have it wide open, but it's about 3/4 of the way up, and it's been running ever since the weather turned bad. It's one of them government little electric heaters. Bought it off of a government sale. What they put in government offices underneath people's desks. And poor little puppies are all cold. My beans look and smell good. I might have beans and cornbread and ham and beans and cornbread for breakfast. I thought, well, okay, I need to freeze some of them, though. I usually cook a big pot, and if I ain't careful, they'll ruin. This time I'm gonna freeze them. I'm gonna put them in little plastic containers, and that way I could just take out a bowl of beans and thaw them out, and put my onions and vinegar and butter in them, and good to go. Yeah. It's cold out there now, let me tell you. I ain't even seen no birds this morning eating in the bird feeders. I ain't even seen that big old yellow cat. Of course, the snow's so damn deep you wouldn't see him anyway. I heard we're colder than Michigan this morning. That's pretty bad. I was going to shave, but I couldn't bring myself to facing that water on my face this morning. I just took a handy wipe and wiped my face off. I got one of them baby warmers that warms my handy wipes up. Well, that's all I can tell you. It's just cold and more cold. I had some bad wrecks on the Turner Turnpike. 2 sea lions were on fire. Yeah, pretty bad. I might make me something today. I made a ring the other day. A bracelet before that. I'm getting pretty crafty. Keeps them going outside. I ain't going outside. I fell when it was just starting to get cold. So I know damn well if I fall now, I wouldn't have far to fall. The snow's 4 foot deep. The snow drift right in front out there in the front yard. I couldn't probably open up anything anyway because the snow's all piled up against it. Yep. Cold weather and more cold weather. Oh, I know why that water didn't freeze. Because I got the engine block on, heater on, and that Amazon, the motor sets in between the seats. Good idea. It's one thing about you get on them semis, you got engine block warmers. Circulates the hot water, or the radiator water, throughout the block. They should put that on all cars. You can buy a probe, but you can stick down in your oil. It heats up your oil, but it don't circulate it like them circulators do. Yep, I need to change oil in the ambulance and in my pickup. So there you go. I think I'll wait for warmer weather, then I'll change it. I ain't driving while I'm driving the little pickup, but I think I got another 100 and some odd miles before I change it. I ain't gonna go that many miles in this cold weather. They got a new oil change in place over there off of Division. I might check it out when the weather gets better. I'll tell you, my throat's, I must have snored last night. I waited to go to bed about 1 o'clock, then got up early, and then laid back down. I got that buddy heater going in that foyer in the front. That'll keep, that door opens to the north, and it's sort of, I can feel cold air coming around it. I'll have it running pretty well much today. I got to keep this house a little bit warmer than usual to make sure the concrete don't bust. I doubt if it freezes and crack. I guess that's no wise tale. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. Tune in. I'll liable to get you some outside pictures going. I got to learn how to load pictures on my videos. I got to learn how to connect two videos together. See a bunch of little bitty videos. And a lot of work to learn how to be an editor. I ain't editing much. I like to just combine, if they call it. You guys have a great one. Stay warm. Stay safe. Stay off the roads. If you got anything going, keep an eye on it, like a space heater or anything like that. Yeah. Take care.